Hey guys, it's your girl Sunshine Z and we're here to do another video. Thank you so much for clicking on the video and thank you to all of my subscribers. I'm going to talk to you guys a video today. It's going to be a little more on the serious side, but my main point for the video is I just really want to have a discussion with you guys and get your feedback on, would you have helped? Do you think you would have had the courage to help? Or if not, why not? And I'm pretty sure everybody's up to date at this point on the Justice for Junior campaign. Junior was a 15-year-old boy from the Bronx, New York, who was murdered by a gang in a case of mistaken identity. They thought he was a gentleman who was doing some explicit acts in a video with one of their sisters that was posted onto social media. So in the case of retaliation, they thought he was the young man who was videotaping it and attacked him while he was at a bodega, which is basically right up on his house, a little corner store right at his house. He can be seen on camera running into the bodega, jumping behind the camera, jumped behind the counter trying to get help from the guy that was working there. And I'm pretty sure they've seen him before, because if he lives right above the bodega, that's probably where he shopped a lot. But he jumps behind the counter, like, you know, in an attempt to get help. These guys come in, the store owner's like shooing, he's not trying to help, he's like, you know, get out of here with that or whatever. And they literally drag this child out of the bodega, out to the street, and kill him. They stab him with machetes and knives and things of that nature. He then goes back into the store trying to get more help, and then he tries to make it to a hospital for help, but unfortunately he collapsed before he got there, and there was a fatal wound to his neck, which is what ultimately caused him to die. And basically there's nothing anybody could do. He's gone now. And the guys have been arrested. A few of them, I don't think all of them, but a few of them have been arrested. It's reported that one of their mothers actually turned them in, which is good because she should have. But I see a lot of people going back and forth online about the whole thing. Oh, nobody could help. They had knives. They shouldn't have helped. Or you guys, they should have helped and closed the bodega down and all these things here. My personal opinion is I think I would have helped, because I have been in situations where people have been in danger. I've gotten out of my car and put myself in a lot of danger several times, you know, by getting out of my vehicle and intervening when I saw a guy beating a woman up, and, you know, I got out and told him to leave her alone. He comes telling me that's his B word and threatened me. I had a weapon. I showed it to him. He backed off, but that was crazy in hindsight for myself, because what if he had a weapon that was more powerful than mine? He could have done something to me for me putting my nose in it. But at the same time, the woman in me just could not see that woman outside in broad daylight getting beat like that and keep going, you know. And people were watching, but no one was really saying anything. Point in case is, I personally feel like I would have helped. I do. I feel like I would have helped, because watching the video, you could tell that baby was in so much fear for his life. He was literally terrified. He's jumping behind the counter. He's trying to get help. He's holding on to the door. He's holding on to things as they're dragging him out. He is trying and fighting for his life. And he fought so hard. He wanted to live. He did not want to die. He did not know who these people were. He was not the boy that was in that video that upset them. So he had no idea why these guys were trying to attack him in the first place. He probably didn't even know who the heck they were. And I couldn't imagine, you know, being somewhere and being scared, not knowing these people are trying to attack me, let alone I have a son. You know, I would hate, Lord forbid, him to be somewhere and someone, you know, mistakenly identify him for someone else, and they're doing this, and I have to see this as a mother on camera. All these different people standing here watching my baby being dragged out of the store, dragged from behind the counter, then dragged out of the store, and all these people stood there and nobody even tried to stop him. Because from the looks of it, to me, the guys are little cowards. They were not trying to harm him inside the store because they knew cameras were in there. So they were trying to get him out of that store, because they thought outside there probably were no cameras and that nobody would see. They would get away with it, you know, whatever. So I feel like the guys in the store could have stopped it. I'm pretty sure the guy that was working there knows his boy, knows his family. If they live right above that bodega, you probably seen him a lot. So he ran in there thinking that you would help him. This is a place that he shops a lot. You know what I'm saying? And nobody helped. And then even if you were afraid, because I understand everybody does not try to be a hero. Everybody is not going to try to do that. And that's perfectly fine. But even after the fact, when he ran back inside of the store, I feel like they could have, you know, even me, I'm a big girl. But if I see somebody bleeding, the mother, the instinct in me, the helper in me is I will take my shirt off. I'll be walking around big as can be with a bra on. I take my shirt off and I would have put it up against that wound and tried to stop the bleeding and call 911. Let me get you some help. Or if I have a car, let me run you to the hospital, because apparently it wasn't that far. Let me run you to the hospital real quick. Let's get this boy some help. One of you guys run upstairs and tell his mom and them, because they live right above the bodega again. So I'm pretty sure the people in the community know who this kid was. And I just feel like there was a chance to help him. There was a chance to help him. But like I said, I want to discuss with you guys. Do you feel like you would have helped? And if not, it's okay. This is not going to be a bash session. We're not going to be in the comments bashing each other. Oh, you're a punk, you're weak, you're this or that. No, we're not going to do that. I want you to be completely honest with me, because I want to know why not. You know what I'm saying? And if you were scared, that's perfectly fine. Like I said, after the fact, I feel like 911 should have been called. And some people are saying that they did call 911, but I saw him on the camera come back into the store bleeding, like on the ground you could see the blood, and they sent him back out like this baby was looking for help and nobody helped him. And yes, I'm going to call him a baby because he wasn't nothing but 15 years old, and to me that is still a baby. On top of that, they're asking, should the bodega be shut down? I think so. I feel like you knew who that kid was and you could have helped. You could have called his mother. There was a little bit of time to do something. I know it all happened really fast, but from what I saw, their attitude toward the whole thing was nonchalant and get out of here. It was no aid, no help. Even when he came back in bleeding, it was like they didn't care. Absolutely. Shut that bodega down, because I'm pretty sure his family over the years have probably spent a whole lot of money in that bodega. So the least y'all could have done is call 911, or at least try to put some pressure on it or something. And on top of that, you're in the hood. And I know how corner stores in the hood operate, because I got a corner store right up the street and I know them well. They're very nice to me. And I know that they're armed. They've told me that they're armed. Nobody tries to rob them either. Don't too much best go on up there at the street. And this is down south, so I'm pretty sure up north y'all probably got some guns too. But most times, if they're in urban communities, those stores, the owners, they have weapons there because they know they could get robbed and stuff. So I'm not with this whole, you know, okay, maybe the civilians could do much, but you guys behind that counter where he jumped, I know y'all got a gun or something back there. Y'all could have helped him. You could have helped. You could have done something. You could have at least said, no, no, no. You guys go outside. You stay outside. You stay here till they leave. Don't do it in here. There's cameras. Anything. Because they weren't trying to be on camera. They were not trying to do much on camera. When the guys drug him out, it looks like the guys drugged him out and then let him go. And that's when the guys with the weapons came up or whatever. But I definitely feel like that bodega should be cut down. I mean, not cut down, but it should be closed. They have had it closed for a little while, but they're trying to shut it down. I signed a petition because I feel like it should be closed. If you're going to be in a community taking all of these people's money and the EBT and all of that stuff there, the least you can do is look out. That's the very least you can do. Yes, and let me tell you something else. People going to do what they want to do. This is more so directed at the killers. All of this was allegedly because of one of their sister was, you know, posted on social media in a very compromising position. However, she was not crying, she was not screaming, she was not being assaulted. This was a willing participant. So she was very willing to participate in this. May have not said take out the camera. Don't feel like the little boy should have done that. But even so, if they caught the right boy, he should not have been killed. I can understand you being a little mad, you want to get a little revenge. I wouldn't like that either. Maybe a little smack up, you know, who knows. But killing somebody and really injuring them, that's crazy, because at the end of the day, your sister gonna do what she want to do. And now that you finna go to jail, she really finna do what she want to do. She probably gonna have a couple of kids in a couple of years. She gonna do what she want to do, because I know if you did all of that to that little boy, they probably done went upside the sister's head a couple of times. They probably done terrorized her. So now that she don't have them terrorizing her, she can do whatever it is she want to do. People gonna do what they want to do, and that's something y'all got to accept and understand. I had somebody in my life that I loved, and I tried my hardest to keep her on the right track. I would take her with me, I would mentor her and everything, and she rebelled at every different stage, even made up lies on me and everything else, because she wanted to do what she wanted to do. So I got to a point where you say, you know what, I have tried everything in my power to help you and keep you on the right track. There's nothing else I could do. I'm done with it. She was released and she did whatever she wanted to do. And whatever she wanted to do, it ended up landing her in a place that she does not want to be. And she's going to be there for quite a few years right now. And when she writes me from that place, she tells me, I wish I would have listened to you. I wish I would have listened to you. I wish I would have followed you more. I wish. And it's like, I'm not saying that to rub it in nobody's face or nothing, but the point of the matter is she was going to do what she wanted to do regardless. There was nothing I could have done to stop her. Just the same as with their sister. She gonna do what she want to do. Leave her alone. Let her make her mistakes. Now you done went and took her mistake and made it an even bigger mistake that you've made that's going to affect the rest of your family. Because that stupid video, it would have been forgotten in a few years. But now, for the rest of your life and your sister's life, y'all will always be connected to the family that killed that little boy. Now you done messed up everything. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't necessary, and there was no reason to kill that child. Nor if you would have got the right child, it was no reason. And the sad part is, it's like, what do you say? You know? What do you say? What's the tell for this? He wasn't doing anything wrong. He wasn't gang banging. He literally just went downstairs. I would say maybe, you know, talk to your kids a little bit more. Try not to go outside at night alone if you have to. You know what I'm saying? Just try to be more careful, guys, because it's crazy out here and our babies are not safe. You know, my heart goes out to the family of Junior. I'm so sorry you guys had to go through this. And, you know, he will not be forgotten. And I know that does not make it any better because I'd rather have my baby any day. But I just send my love and my prayers and my condolences to their family. And I hope that these guys are prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, because what they did was completely and utterly savage. And they are a danger to the community. But that's pretty much where I'm at with it right now. Like I said, I want to discuss this in the comments with you guys. Do you think you would have had the courage to help? Do you think you would have not had the courage to help? If not, why not? And like I said, we're not bashing anybody here. I just want to talk. Thank you guys so much. Have a good day. Bye.